Welcome. Let's try this again. Last time I was here, the audio mysteriously went out. Now that I'm live now, let's see what happens now. Woo, notifications are flying out. That's a good sign. That's a neat trick. So hopefully you will get this. I'm seeing people I know. Eric and John showed up right away. So that's a good start. Don't forget to hit the like button. The like button is for all the people out there who know that they're real people and not bots. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button. It's very important. Oh, that's so cute. She wants to spend her birthday with me. That's beautiful, but that's not what this is about. I'm a bot. Well, bot, I don't know. You must be a new type of bot. The bot that just comes around and puts in. He said, just stumbled upon you. I didn't get a notification, though. John, that's bad because they sent out notifications. So I would check and send them an email and saying, why am I not getting my notification? I want my daddy's records. How that PS5 working for you? Woo! You ain't seen my screen fame videos then. Because it's amazing. Now let's get to why we're here. Okay? Everything else has been done. Everybody else has talked about it. It's time to get to the news. The NBA decided to once again confirm Carcino is right. Another pat on the back for myself. Another huge pat on the back for myself. And you might say, well, what did you do that for, Cino? It was I who informed you that all of the stuff that the NBA was doing and was going on was eventually going to cripple them. There were teams, this pandemic was very bad because there were already teams that were losing money. And this was only going to make it worse. No people showing up in the stands. Most of these teams do not have people that they don't have national television. They get maybe one national televised game, if that. Okay? They don't get national televised games, so people don't get to see them as much. The Lakers get the most. They got 16 games. The Bucks only get 12. There's about 5 other teams that get at least 14. And it comes down to national televised games. Golden State gets more televised games than the Milwaukee Bucks. You see, this is where the money and revenue comes in at. And when people want to come see you, they see you on television, they get to see the games. So if you're not on national televised games outside of your state, nobody really cares pretty much. But you're losing money because most of your revenue is coming from people coming to see the games. So this really matters. It's kind of a big deal. But they keep your mind distracted by focusing on 4 or 5 teams. What's Golden State? What is LeBron and the Lakers and the Clippers are going to do? And the Bucks. They don't even talk about the Boston Celtics. They don't even talk about them. They don't talk about them, and the Celtics are good. They don't even talk about them. Right now, I'm just sending out notifications to people that didn't probably get it so that they can get in here. But this is what happened when people don't get things that they should. I'm sitting here right now having to do this when at this point in stage, people should be there already. This was already taken off. And then all of a sudden notifications start flying and everything else, then stuff just stopped. Why? Who's on the who's doing that? Who's pulling the trigger? Because somebody is. Because that's not natural. What's up, Chris? I see you. Now, hit the like button, good people. Because now we get to the juice. So the NBA got 900 million that was raised from notes that was issued by the what they call the private placement market. Okay, the market generates like insurance money from insurance company, from institutional investors. So they got 900 million out of it. The note is for like 3 to 4 years, and it has to be paid back with interest. What they call the general collective league sources. So these multiple sources that they have, these guys have the publication noted that the NBA's financial strength allowed it to secure the financing. So what happened is the NBA took out a $900 million loan. Okay, because the league was being proactive. The NBA they look at as proactive and basically means that they're good for the money. Like the NBA is good for it. Where they gonna go? We're gonna come looking for our money. So they took out a $900 million loan from some investors. I'm breaking this down and taking it into the smallest terms. They took out a $900 million loan from the investors because they're good for it. Now, this is the first time the NBA has turned to the private placement market to fund the league initiatives. $30 million per team will help with the cash flow and liquidity issues that they was caused by the pandemic issue because they can't have fans. Now, the NBA gets about 40% of its revenue from game to day revenues, including ticket sales, concession stands, in arena income. See, people don't understand that the little people, they're affected. The little people are losing jobs. The little people are the ones that are not getting what they should be getting, if that makes any sense. The little people. They're the ones. The lady that helps, get your popcorn stands, to get your tickets, they tell you to go, please, could you sit here? That 30, 40,000 a year that they get, that little 27,000 that little guy gets, they're not getting their money because there's no games for them to watch because they can't come in and supervise anything. Nobody has their ear. But yet nobody's telling you the NBA got a loan. Are they? Nobody telling you that the NBA can go get a $900 million loan. But when it's time to do something for the black community in which they NBA players mostly come from, I don't see an NBA cares setting up in the ghetto. I'm just saying. But when they need to get the money, they know how to get the money, don't they? When they need the money, they know how to get the money. Hit the like button. Hit the like button for me. Nobody gonna talk about the real but me. Oh, the NBA is good for it. That's why you gotta fear what they're doing with LeBron James. LeBron James is their biggest number asset. And because they've lost so much money, they're gonna keep pushing LeBron as far as they can push him. They're gonna milk that cow. The Clippers and Lakers play each other 3 times in 2 weeks. That's coming up this week. Clippers and Lakers are finna play Saturday. If I'm not mistaken, Saturday. Then they're going to play right back again. Then they're going to open the season playing each other. They want to get as much people involved in these games as possible. And I predicted this. All through the year, I told you, I'm like, they finna open the season up with the Clippers and the Lakers because they got to get you back into the game. What's up, Mr. Jacobs? Because the league was in trouble. I tried to tell people think I'm joking. And when I said the league was in trouble, as long as this pandemic is going on, they cannot sustain even a bubble. You can't sustain, keep going on without any fans. You're going to have to start. Golden State is already like, F you, we putting fans in here. We paid $1 billion for this stadium. You know how much it costs to keep this stadium afloat? With no fans? No way. We're going to do 50% like the NFL. NFL taking chances. They getting through it. They're going to have some people going to get sick. Some people going to be okay. But we got to have 50% at least. You will go broke. They are closing the movie theater by my house because people are not doing what they're supposed to do. The movie theater should have fought and said, hell no, we're going to do 50%. But out here by my house, they're going to close it, and that's going to break my heart because that's a smaller one. The one I go to is a smaller Regal. Hit the like button, people, man. Y'all just got here. And don't forget to subscribe, man. Hit that notification bell. Yeah, Regal is going to close some facilities. That's going to put people out of work. And the movie theater, AMC, might just shut down, and it's going to be a lot of empty theaters. This whole thing is changing dramatically because they've lost so much money in the movie theaters by not releasing new films was hurting the movie business. But you had some that are profitable. Like in the rich area, the kids, it's like a hanging ground for them. Regal just might because they just did a deal with Pepsi. And in this new deal with Pepsi, it went through a whole new turn. See, when they did the deal with Pepsi, everything just didn't go, it didn't even flow correctly, if that makes any sense. The whole thing just didn't flow correctly. The NBA is broke. They just took out a $900 million loan. You must have got here late, sir. John Gray, you got here late. The NBA is paying them $30 million apiece because they just took out a $900 million loan. Something that they never thought they would need to have to do. This is for their emergency insurance money. So this is what you call rich broke. They ain't broke like we broke. We broke. They rich broke. That means that they can still go out and do things. Now, that's the problem, Chris. Most people are lazy now. They want to Netflix and chill. They don't even want to go to the damn video store. So let it be known, if they don't even want to go to the video store to get a movie, that's how lazy people have gotten. Maybe, I just want to sit here and hit a button, they're the movie. That's what they want to do now. People are lazy. I like to get up, go to the movies, and interact with people. Hey, what's up? And everything, and enjoy getting my popcorn, my drink there, everything. So that's what I like. I like going sitting in there, the biggest screen in the house. I still like going to the movies. I like watching movies at home too, but that's on my own leisure time. But, I don't get to see them like that anymore. Exactly. So the NBA basically took out this loan from their insurance that they've never had to do before because a lot of teams, like I was telling you guys, were losing money. See, they don't discuss this on the show. They don't give you the news. They just give you propaganda all day. Feed you the Lakers, LeBron, and the Clippers, and where's Giannis gonna go? And it's the same nonsense every day. They're not telling you the real. And when I told you that these teams are losing money, these owners are not liking all this stuff that's going on because it's crippling them. See, people would sleep on what Richard Jefferson was saying, and when he was on that show with LeBron and we was watching him, people would sleep on what he brought up when he said the NBA only cares about really 4 or 5 teams. All these people complaining about the bubble. The NBA didn't really need you. They only care about 4 or 5 teams. LeBron was looking like, hey, chill. Yeah, just chill out, dude. Like, don't say that. You see? People didn't catch that. I caught it because it's the truth. And the truth is not supposed to be told on a podcast from your NBA players. As you heard, if you are on the Patreon, my Casino for Life Patreon, where we have an explosive one coming up today. Do you think every day has been explosive? Yesterday was explosive. Today was explosive. Today, you're going to hear about Irv Gotti, Nas, and Chris Gotti, the whole thing that Chris Gotti almost caused a war because he tried to have Nas jump. It's a whole mess that's going to be explained on the Patreon today. But the Knicks is losing money because the Knicks make a lot of their money from the ticket sales. So the ticket sales, that's huge for the Knicks. And when the Knicks lose that kind of money, that's serious. The Chicago Bulls has lost a lot of money because they make a lot of their money off the merchandise that they sell inside the arena. That's where people come and get that Bulls jerseys. It's overcharged there, but that's when you get the pinstripe mic. You get all the pinstripe jerseys, all the jerseys that you can't find nowhere else. You got them in the Bulls Stadium. How do I know everything, bro? Because NBA players are human beings, and they gossip more than everybody. And not all of them. Only people that's rich are the players that's playing ball. Their cousins ain't broke. Their nephews ain't broke. They all know the issues of the league. And if you listen, you would know. But they keep you distracted. So I don't blame you for letting it go in one ear and passing out of another. Now, the reason things have gotten the way they've gotten, like all out of control, it's simple. The NBA is tired, okay? They are sick and tired of putting good money to waste. They were getting ready to make this big, epic, Clippers, Lakers thing and have all this money coming in from the ticket sales. And the small teams, they were just surviving. Now, think about the new owners that just bought the Detroit Pistons. They're like struggling because they're losing money every year, even when they do got people coming in there. They're taking a loss every year. The Sacramento Kings, they're barely hanging on. The fans are just keeping that team around. The Kings, the owner is ready to move and been ready to move. Seattle want to get them over back in Seattle because Seattle is booming again because of the Seahawks. The Seahawks got that team booming. So because the Seahawks has got the team booming and they want an NBA team again. So now they're like, hey, we got to get an NBA team out there again. The team fought to keep the name the Sonics because they want to keep a team in Seattle. Kevin Durant was very instrumental in making that happen. He want to bring a team back to Seattle. Exactly. I already told y'all, Kick, but I didn't tell y'all all the grimy details that was going on behind it. And that's why it's on the Patreon. It's going to be on there today. Oh, you going to know. You going to know. We talked about Suge Knight and Reggie Wright Jr. on there. That's covered on the Patreon this week. We got Antonio Tarver, Bernard Hopkins. What happened there? The NBA is finished. No, they can make that money up in no time. The NBA, they're good for it. They can make that 900 million up. That's not their problem. The NBA problem is not the 900 million. And don't forget to hit the like button, people. Y'all just got in here. Hit the like button. Burple the comedian is here. He really is Burple. He's a whole new color. Hit the like button and subscribe to the page. Hit that notification bell. If you want to support the Cash App, is Carcino. You got Nicholas Jacobs looking like an albino. I'm Sino the comedian. Why did the monkey fall out of the tree? Because he was effing dead. That's it. Now, back to the game. Now, the NBA, people think if you own an NBA team, you are going to be super rich. This is it. What it does is make you paper rich. Okay? You are rich on paper. You think because you got money, you can buy a team. So now it doesn't work that way. The NBA does not, you're not going to get rich by buying an NBA team. What it does is keep you rich on paper. On paper, it's going to say your team is worth this much money, but you're not bringing in that much money. Okay, you're going to be bringing in maybe less than 3% if you're doing that. And you got to have partners. You ain't going to just buy the team by yourself unless you Steve Ballmer over there in Ballmer over there in the Clippers. He can afford to pay the whole team by himself, which he did, overpaid for it, and he's taking a loss. Every year he's going to be taking a loss. But he don't matter because he's got money galore. He wants to win. Everybody loves that joke because it makes everybody laugh. I just proved I'm better than Kevin Hart. Oh, yeah. Got plenty of jokes. You want to hear another joke? You want to hear another joke? Let me know. I'll tell you. Nah, Kevin Hart ain't that bad to me. Sure, why not? Okay, here's another joke. What's the definition of vagina? The maneuvers might sell, the maloofs, because they ain't making no money with them kings. They've been ready to leave for a minute. The fans keep keeping them there. He said, LeBron James, wet. The definition of vagina is the box the penis comes in. Oh! 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 Cino's on fire. Oh! Cino's on fire. Fire! 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 Now, where were we? I don't know. DL Hughley be telling them next week. They be like, man, that DL show is funny. Don't forget to hit the like button, good people. Oh man, it's crazy, man. It's crazy out here. Uh, well, what mainly contributed to the problem is the NBA's over promotion of LeBron James. By doing so, they have neglected the players that are in their league that are actually good. Now, people believe Murray and the good rivalry that was created throughout the bubble. The reason that these guys were able to score 50 in consecutive games the way they were was because their bodies got a chance to recover quicker. And Dame Lillard pointed this out. And this was the benefit of the bubble. The travel, getting on the plane, getting off the plane, checking in at a hotel, getting sleep. Even though you got people that's doing all that for you, it's just the back and forth that takes a toll on your body, takes a toll on you mentally. You get exhausted, and sometimes you don't feel like playing, and you play like crap. And we've seen that happen in the bubble. Guys start playing terrible. And you be like, man, what's wrong with them tonight? They ain't got it. And the dude be like, man, look, I've been on the road for 7 nights. I played 5 games in 7 nights on the road. They tired. Just like anybody else. We get tired if you take a plane trip somewhere, you be jet lagged. You be like, man, I'm jet lagged. I need to get a couple of winks. Lay down and get some sleep. They got to get ready for a game. So the travel do mean something. See, this is how the Detroit Pistons were able to get an advantage. When they played, they bought their own plane. They were the first team with their own plane. The NBA didn't buy a plane for them. They bought their own plane. The owner said, look, we're not going to stay at the YMCA. We're going to stay at 5-star hotels. Our professional athletes are stars, and we're going to treat them like stars. First team to ever do it, Bad Boy Pistons. But, you know, we don't get no credit for changing the league. Get no credit for changing the league. 3-guard rotation never existed, but we did it. We get no credit for changing the league. Everybody got a 3-guard rotation now. Steph Curry and Clay, they only doing what we do, what we did, you know. No small point guards was winning championships. You know. A lot of firsts with them Bad Boy Pistons. So I'm going to end it. I'm going to let y'all know. Thank you guys for coming in and hitting the like buttons and doing all the things that keep us going and afloat. They didn't suggest this video. I wonder why. So we didn't have to win 73 games. We got a championship. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. We got the main. Nobody cares how many games you won to win the championship. They just want to know, did you win? I'm out. But did it win, though? Like my man Mac Fat said. But did it win, though? Did it win?